Assalamu alaikum, mein Bruder und Schwester. Inshallah, wir fangen an. Du darfst das haben auch?
Okay.
Englisch, Deutsch?
Ist egal.
Egal, oder? Kannst du beides. Schön.
Ja.
Also, ja. Wie du willst. Magst du auf Deutsch, auf Englisch? Was ist
Ja, wir
besser
können
für
auch
dich?
auf Englisch.
Auf Englisch, okay. Oh,
Yes.
sorry. I'm not so fit with this stuff.
It's fine.
Sorry. Yeah, my name is Wasim again, and nice to meet you.
Nice
I
to
have
meet you.
here Friedel, what?
Fringer.
Fringle, okay?
Yeah.
Fringle and Victoria. Okay. Nice to meet you. And start. Tell us about. Do you have absolute truth? Do you believe in absolute truth? How is your family like raised you up? What do you believe in? What?
I mean, it's a religious. I mean,
Yeah,
like
it's-
from religion,
Yeah,
right?
kind of religious. Yeah.
I was raised by a Christian family,
Like Christian. Okay.
so I kind of, until right now, even though I'm not that religious, but I still believe in God, of course, and how the universe works. I would say. So yeah, and I'm not sure what I should tell you.
I
More.
mean, what kind of God do you believe?
Yeah, I mean, the God is the I mean Jesus actually. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, and yeah, I don't know.
But by yourself, you go to church, you baptize, everything.
Yeah, like I said, I do believe in God. I went to church when I was a kid, of course, until I was a teenager, and since I was like 20, like 6 years ago, I don't go to church anymore, because I think being religious is not always about like between me and going to church, but it's also like more between the connection between me and God, and also between me and the people around me, I would say. You know.
I see. Okay, sorry, may I ask you something? Do you believe
Of course.
Jesus is God or the Father is God? Who is the God actually?
I
How
believe
many gods do you have?
I believe Jesus is God. Yeah.
By himself? Did he
Yes.
say, I am God and worship me?
I am not religious enough to have that knowledge, so I'm not gonna.
Okay. I would say Jesus is prophet. He didn't claim to be
Okay.
God. He didn't claim to be worshipped.
Okay.
He was good prophet. He did his mission. He
Okay.
just delivered the mission from the
Okay.
Father. And he always say in the Bible, when we say, my Father is greater than me, I do the will of my Father, and by my own self I can do nothing. I don't think God can do nothing by himself, you know. And in the whole concept about Jesus come to the earth as a human is something contradictory from the God nature.
Okay.
Nature. That means God couldn't be human at the same time. I mean, you can't change your nature to go to toilet, need food, need drink, you know. And that's we say he was just human, he was prophet, he did his mission. But unfortunately, the church changed the concept of Jesus after 300 years and start to make him in holy space, you know. And
That's true.
she can say
Okay.
something about herself.
Do you want to say something about yourself?
Maybe.
Yeah, please. You are welcome.
Can you ask me again what
Do you have absolute truth? Do you believe you have absolute truth? You believe in something so absolute, like 100% is the correct thing? Do you mean the belief of how you raised up the family or this stuff is the correct thing, or do you think there is another ideology in this world is absolute truth we should follow?
for the first okay, so I want to say that I was born and rising in Christian family. So since I born, of course my family teach me that we are follow Jesus. But since we are from Indonesian, we are also since child had to be teach that we so in Indonesia is mostly is Islam, okay. So we are just a minority in our country.
Believe,
but
okay.
but but di luar Yeah, also that we are must tolerant, have tolerance, high tolerance with each other. Like we have Buddha, Hindu, and then Tionghoa, and Christian, Catholic, and of course Islam.
I understand you. I didn't ask about Indonesia and it herself or which religion they follow, but I asked you personally what you believe.
Of course,
I'm interested
Jesus. Yeah.
how you believe in Jesus.
Yeah.
As God or the Son of God or prophet or what?
Jesus. Jesus is also. I believe in Trinity.
How you believe in Trinity?
Yeah, I
okay.
believe in Trinity. So God,
Jesus believe in
and
Trinity?
yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus by himself, he preached Trinity or not?
I'm not that deep learn that
Yeah.
Bible, but if you search it in Bible, it's also right in there.
I will tell you something interesting. Like the verses about Trinity is about 10 or 20, and they are not so clear. But the verses about the one true God, the Father is always the God, is more than 1,000. And unfortunately, it's not just your case. There's too many Muslims and Christians. They believe in something, it's just like blind, They don't know why they believe in this, But just because my family says something or raised me to believe in something, that doesn't mean automatically that this thing is the correct thing, For example, if I raise in Hindu family, for example, and my father and mother worship cow from small, and they teach me to worship this cow, I will question them, what is this cow? They will say, for sure, it's the God, the one true God. I will say, okay, but I see this cow is just animal, need food, water, get sick, illness. It's not nature of God to have, to be sick or need food or make dirty, sorry to say that. That's why I will say, my father, my mother, no, I will stop that. I reject this concept of God. I will search for one almightier God, a better God than this cow, in Jesus, we believe in Jesus. By the way, I am Muslim by myself. I believe in one true God. I submit myself to the one true God. And I believe Jesus was a good prophet. He did his mission. He taught the people to worship the one true God, as all other prophets, Abraham, Moses, and Prophet Muhammad. And it was the message always the same, to worship just one true God, and don't make idols, don't make statues, don't make pictures of the God. It's actually the second commandment from Jesus, And we Muslims, we follow Jesus like same what he said. We don't eat pork, we do everything like Jesus. He prayed, and by the way, Jesus prayed also as Muslims. He go in the garden of Gethsemane, he go further and he put his head on the floor and start to worship God. And God doesn't worship God. Jesus, on the whole story of him, he always say, my Father is my God, But unfortunately, 400 years after Jesus, people start to worship Jesus and instead of worship the God of Jesus, That's why I'm just telling you, there is absolute truth. If the God exists and you believe both of God, the truth should be one. And the truth should be absolute and just make sense, rational for head and for heart. And if the truths have too many problems inside, like three gods in one God, who is have more almighty, how God could be human at the same time, how could God dead on the cross, everything like contradictory. That's why we say that's from human, and we don't follow humans writing. We should follow the one true God writing, Yeah, it was interesting. Thank you very much. I would invite you for Islam to read Quran and see what is the absolute truth, as I search also.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You are welcome. Have a nice day. Ciao, ciao. Also Leute, ja, wir haben hier mit Jungs schon uns unterhalten, dass wir haben alle ein einziger Schöpfer, der Gott, der Vater. Jesus hat gesagt immer der Vater, und Jesus ist der Sohn, aber in der Sinne, dass Sohn, dass der Gläubiger, genau. Dass die Juden damals haben diesen Titel einfach benutzt, um einfach zu sagen, dass wenn jemand einfach gehorsam zu Gott oder wie Gelehrter und so und Gottergeber, er heißt einfach in dieser Zeit Sohn Gottes. Und der Jesus hat nichts Neues gesagt, er hat einfach immer die gleiche Botschaft, dass er der Prophet ist, der Messiah, und er ist kein Gott, aber leider den Titel wurde zu ihm gegeben von Kirchenväter und keine Ahnung von den Menschen, sie haben ihn im Gottniveau einfach aufgehoben. Die waren sehr nette, Gäste. Alhamdulillah, möge Allah sie recht leiten. Ich habe sie zum Islam einfach auch eingeladen. Genau, wer nimmt an, nimmt für sich selbst an, wer lehnt ab, lehnt für sich selbst ab. Inshallah machen wir ja noch ein Video, nachdem ich mache Asr-Gebet, inshallah, ich verrichte das Gebet und inshallah komme ich weiter zu euch. Assalamu alaikum und meine Brüder und Schwestern, nicht Muslime und Menschlichkeit, genau, möge Allah uns recht leiten und wenn ihr Fragen oder so zu dem Thema habt, einfach mich einfach anschreiben. Inshallah, ich werde darauf Antwort schreiben. Genau. Bis dann.